yeah. At this point, I was about to take on a Crimson Dusk ordeal. Now they're more irritating than that. At least compared to Amber Dust. One of them appeared in control, the other in training. Training? Now that one was more convenient. I could deal with that one. There and then. And then the other one. Oh yeah. It was at this point I remembered to get all the agents back into their departments so they can be ready for the Crimson Dawns when they are here. Yeah, the last thing I'd want... Yeah, the last thing I'd want the Crimson Dawns to do is cause nothing there to breach. I mean... With that I needed Censored, a Crimson Noon, and the Rabbit Team just to take that one down. Yeah, it was that bad. And yeah, I did say this earlier. Which is why it was important to not let it happen. Although I knew that I had to make some progress with Crimson News while they were heading there. And also watch out for where the Crimson Dawns would end up. The lower part of Central Command, Security, and Discipline. Yeah, that'd be fine as long as, well, I don't interact in any way with don't touch this. What's it, don't touch that? Well, don't push the big red button, or, well, I don't think you want to know what happens next. Well, we know that didn't happen as well. Everything is fine. Yeah, it's almost time to deal with more Crimson Dawns. And after that, some works before a green midnight. Probably the easiest of the midnight ordeals. Well, at least with roads. You can use the elevators to avoid the death beam. One in security, one in welfare. And wait, where was the other one again? Oh, another one in the upper level of Central Command. Well, that's that deal dealt with. Next is preparation for the next deal. And also getting the quip off counter as high as possible. either knew what the death beam would be like, and, well, I doubt that there'd be enough execution boys to take care of all of his path. In fact, I could barely have enough offensive strength just to destroy the Green Midnight Ordeal before it completed a full cycle. And I was guessing that if the Punishing Bird tried to pass through it, well, it'd be dead. Right. Next is the Green Midnight Ordeal. I think we know how that will end. It'll be a little different, mostly because I took advantage of something else that was available to me. I'll save it for when I get to that point. place, so time for a last helix. Which for some reason always appears in information. Yeah, if I didn't do that, well, the green death beam would deal with them that way. Oh yeah, and about that thing that I tried out and on this day, well, that was after the meteor bypassed the death beam. Yeah. I needed to have someone dealing with the express train to hell. And they wouldn't want the train to pass through. Yeah, I was sending a meteor to deal with the last helix while the others were avoiding the death beam. Yeah, I was getting painfully close, and yeah, Army of Black breached. Although with the line of security, well, I decided to have the agents take care of it while they weren't attacking the last helix. And yeah, I could see that I needed to have the Rabbit team deal with the Army of Black and Records. Because you know what's there, don't you? Yeah, the death beam, well, it don't discriminate. Yeah, decided to get rid of all the clerks in the path of the beam. As the last thing I'd want to appear is the big bird out of its containment. Security, well, I'd consider that an acceptable risk. As for Central Command, well, I could afford to have that one blow up, as I was in the middle of dealing with last helix. And not all were as vulnerable. Sorry, did I say vulnerable? I meant durable as some of the more barren agents. Which meant I had to, well, make sure that they weren't put in a situation that require them to just be lucky, I guess. Yeah, there's time to move between the beams and then finish it off. Yeah, I forgot about the one in training. Yeah, training, that was it. Thankfully, the meat lantern didn't appear in the corridor that the agents I sent into the main information room. Good thing too is, well, it would have been a disaster. I know that's not what happened the first time. It was something different. Okay. All that remained was to complete Bina's mission. And that required all belief and purpose. Destroying some weapons on purpose. Yeah. Not something that I do normally, but, well, it was necessary. Although before that, the meat lantern needed to be suppressed. Yeah, I decided to have the weapons of the Snow Queen and the Dimensional Refraction variant, or whatever it's called, as there's still plenty of, well, plenty to make more of. Yeah. Yeah, after that, well, all that remains to be done would be, well, getting all the power to complete the day is, well, all belief and purpose, well, or whatever it's called, all belief and purpose, all belief and promise. Oh, I don't remember, I don't know anymore. It requires energy to work. And even then, there's no guarantee it will fail. Yeah. Can't believe I said that. And it really was acting like a gambler. Someone who wanted to lose, who wanted to fail. Disturbing. Well, in this case it requires that I do have 5 sufficiently strong items, well, weapons to be destroyed is, it needs to be grade HE or higher, so yeah, and even if the weapons of the big bird, well, the weapon in the suit wasn't already made, 2 wouldn't be enough. I'd still need 3 more. Yeah. This wasn't the first time I attempted this day. Well, you need an explanation about the discrepancy. Right. Not a lot to talk about. Other than that, so Day 42, Angela talked about it being quite a while since I first encountered abnormalities, and I knew better now. Well, better than I did, I thought at the time. And apparently, well, I knew that abnormalities weren't all bizarre alien creatures that needed to be isolated. There were some more mystical beings that got suppressed, along with anime come to life, and also twisted versions of fictional characters. Evil monsters. One thing I learned loud and clear in this facility is good and evil, they're relative. Not everything is black and white. I learned that with you. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Angela. Morally gray at best. Then she talks about a source of abnormalities. Which came from a gap that appeared in this black forest. At least one of the birds came from that gap. Although not enough for the energy needs of the Lobotomy Corporation. Yeah. Although others were made by the Lobotomy Corporation for the purpose of extracting energy. I'm wondering if that included the anime come to life. Incomplete. Yeah, nothing there would fit that. Oh yeah, the seed. Think I've been working on that. Well, had been working on that at this point. Around 60% last I checked. 10% for each department head suppressed. Oh yeah, planting the seeds. Yeah, some things, well, they're beyond our control. Then I met Bina. And apparently, the main room of her department is full of tombstones. And apparently she spent her time reading all of them. Yeah, she seemed to be fixated with death. Yeah, even considering it to be the possibility of birth. Well, rebirth to be more precise. Well, it sounds better. Yeah, apparently she does other things. And apparently she can hear the whispers of the dead. Yeah. She seems to have let herself go since... what I assume were her actions as a human regarding Chesed and Gibura, otherwise known as Daniel and Callie. Then it got a bit dark, even by this facility's standards. As Bina spoke of what I thought was something out of a horror movie inspired by a Japanese one. But upon additional explanation, it turned out not to be the case. Although it did involve a well. And then she made Nathan, the employee that had entered the main room of extraction, read the tombstone. Speaking of this well, yeah, Gogito, we know what happened when Malkoff used that. Then, as he read it, he lost his mind and lost consciousness, which is probably for the best. Why didn't it affect her? I asked her. Well, she responded by, it takes a lot of will to read that without passing out quickly. And why is she still there? sane enough to talk with me? Well, it's obvious as, well, she's a brain in a robot body. And that employee was obedient to a fault. Even though it was harmful to his health, he kept reading anyway. And she knew that I was A. Still am. And apparently, she was afraid of losing control. And given the choice between Angela shutting her down and me, she preferred it if I'd do it. Well, that time had not yet come, but it would. I just needed to deal with the other two remaining department heads. Yeah, I decided to expand the extraction department. I decided to put in the research proposal, the gift division. Yeah, getting more gifts from working on abnormalities. That'd be most welcome at this point. That's what I thought at the time. Oh yeah. This day would be the day that fight against Gibura. Yeah, the red mist. I was guessing that this one would be different from any other so far. For a start, she had actual combat proficiency. Although as for the lamp set, I decided to give it to one that could use a better weapon. At this point, I rearranged the agents to where I thought they'd be needed more. There'd be some on the bench, probably, but couldn't be helped. Actually, no. There'd be some put in other departments. Although, I suspected that I'd need someone with decent pill resistance. Thankfully, I had one already. Thankfully, I had the big and mighty bad wolf in Central Command. Oh wait, no. It wasn't that one. It was Nye of Despair. Yeah, I think that was the one. This, I knew was going to be a tough one. And at this point, I hadn't fought Binar yet. Yeah, I'd be getting to her near the end. Just not on this day. This day I'd have to face the wrath of Gibora. You know how nutty she is.